Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be doing two things. We're going to be reviewing and talking about this Illamasqua coloring pencil in the shade Honor. I received this in my January BoxyCharm or Ipsy. One of the great things about receiving subscription boxes is that you receive products from brands that you've not tried before, not heard of before, and that's the case with this liner. Now, I have heard of Illamasqua before. I don't know why, but I have heard the name, but I really knew nothing about it. So in this video, we're going to get a chance to talk a little bit about the brand. I will tell you about this product. We're then going to go into the try-on footage of this, which is where we are doing the second part of the video, which is demonstrating how to get an everyday, easy smoky eye using just an eye pencil. And then I'll be back at the end to give you my final reviews. And as always, there are timestamps for all of this down below. Illamasqua is actually quite interesting to learn about, and I'll give you a quick little summary of the brand. It was launched in 2008, and it is a British company. Their philosophy is "You are beauty." So they feel that everyone should feel confident expressing their individuality in an open and tolerant society. They're all about self-expression, experimentation, playing with color. They have sort of a lot of interesting colors and shades and things to play around with. And as part of their brand, they also support the Sophie Lancaster Foundation that works with schools to educate a more tolerant and broad-minded generation of young people stamping out intolerance and discrimination. So the brand itself is cruelty-free, and they do have a lot of vegan products. This one is not, but they do have a lot of them. Now, the founder of Illamasqua was Julian Kynaston, a marketing professional who had no background at all in the cosmetics industry, but had a passion for all things subculture and wanted to take that passion and have it in the cosmetic space. He was joined by Joseph Corr, and this is the part that I found most interesting. Joseph Corr was the co-founder of the lingerie company Agent Provocateur, and, I did not know this, was the son of Vivienne Westwood and Malcolm McLaren. So you can get not any more brought up in subculture than that. He was like raised in the punk scene. He was all about self-expression, experimentation, subculture, being different, and that was where his interest in joining this brand came from. Now, the name Illamasqua is a combination of two words, illusion and masquerade. The product line is a full product line. You will find primers, foundations, palettes, eye products, everything you could want, and they're kind of in that Sephora level of pricing. I always sort of think there's drugstore, there's like bargain basement dollar store, there's drugstore, there's Sephora, and what I mean by that are brands like Too Faced and Tarte and Smashbox that are above drugstore, and then there's like luxury level, which is when you're getting into like the Yves Saint Laurent and Guerlain level of pricing. So this is kind of on par, it seems like, with like Smashbox, Tarte, Too Faced, those kinds of prices. Now for this product, this is the coloring pencil. I have this one in the shade Honor. It's sort of a purplish brown in that shade range. But they do have a number of different colors of this pencil. It is 16 pounds, which is...
The answer is $27.33.
Okay, so this is a $27 eye pencil in Canadian dollars, so maybe it's a little above that Sephora level. It's kind of between Sephora and luxury, but that is the price of this pencil in Canadian dollars. And it's a, you know, you need to sharpen it kind of pencil, which is not my favorite kind, but they do tend to last quite a while, and they're actually very hygienic. I know this is going off topic a little bit, but because this doesn't get exposed to air and like parts that touch your face when you sharpen it actually are taken completely away, you can use eye pencils for a surprisingly long time, at least these kinds that you sharpen, because you keep taking away any part that has touched your face before. Oftentimes, and it's true, stuff that comes close to your eyes, you want to turn over more often, but sharpening pencils are the exception. And I'll just show you sort of what that color looks like. And let's do a quick little swatch. You can see it's sort of a maroon, brown, purple shade. They describe this product as follows. Create long-lasting definition with the versatile Color Intense coloring pencil. Easily blendable, the creamy texture glides over skin. Use as an eyeliner, define the eye crease, or blend across the entire lid using an Illamasqua brush to create a variety of looks. You do get 1.4 grams or 0.5 ounces of product. It is made in China, and I did mention before that this is not vegan. That is because there is beeswax in it. So now that I've talked all about the product, let's go into the footage of both trying this on and showing you how this can be used for a quick and easy everyday look. Because this is an easy look, I'm just going to tell you what I have on the rest of my face. I used a moisturizing primer. I used a low coverage foundation. It's the Ordinary Serum foundation. I applied that with a tiny bit of concealer under my eyes, some powder, some blush, some dewy setting spray, a little bit of brow gel, and just my favorite Ofra lipstick in Verona dabbed onto my lips. And now let's get to the eyes, and I'll zoom you in. So the best thing about this is that you don't need to be precise. It's not like making a wing. You're kind of getting the liner where you want it and then you're smudging it all around. So if you go a little bit outside of where you want it, it's going to be smudged anyway, so that's okay. Now, normally if I wasn't holding a mirror at the same time that I was doing this, I would sort of lift my lid a little so that I could get closer to my natural lash line. But as I need to hold a mirror while I do this, I don't have that third hand. So I'm just going to put it on my lash line, not going any further out than the end of my eye. And bring it to the inside. And you can see that I'm not too worried about where exactly it's going. Then you just take a little angled brush or flat brush. This is an Aesthetica brush that I got in some subscription box at some point. And you're going to blend, pull it sort of back and forth just to smooth the color out a little bit. Mush it down to your lash line in case you didn't get it that close to start with. And then you're just going to slowly blend upwards, just by sort of pulling back and forth, and then blending along the top of the liner. You know, the best thing about doing your makeup this way is there's a lot of room for error. How far up do you want to bring it? How dark do you want it to be? That is all up to you. So I've gone in and blended it upwards, and I like how that's looking. It's defining my eye. It's giving a little bit of drama there, but it's quite soft, and this isn't anything that I would be worried about wearing to the office. So I'll just match up the other side. And there we go. Now I might try a little touch of smoking out under the eye just to round it all around. I have found with this liner, something about the color of it seems to pull a little red on my waterline. So I'd be more likely to use maybe a gray liner or a different light brown liner if I was doing the waterline. What I am going to do, and I actually haven't tried this before, so bear with me, I'm going to do a tiny little bit just on the lash line and blend that out. Now, because this blends quite far, I'm just going to do a little bit just to bring a little bit of color down. So there we go. Again, a very small amount and then maximum blending. And there we go. That sort of rounds everything out. So once again, I will just match up the other eye. There we go. And now I know there's a few places where it looks a little bit heavier. That's mostly because it's gotten onto my waterline a little bit there, but putting some upper and lower lash mascara should even that all out. So I will do that and then be back to show you the final look. Okay guys, here's the final look. An everyday wearable smoky eye, created with just one product, an eyeliner pencil. My review of this product. I like this pencil, and part of the reason that I like it is because it's not a stark black and it blends well. Those are nice things to find in a pencil because you can do really simple, nice looks. You can't get a super smooth line if you're just trying to go for a crisp line. At least I can't on my slightly older lids, which may have a little bit more give to them. But it is a nice shade. But for $27 Canadian for an eye pencil, you can really play around with a lot of drugstore options before you get to that point. I think that if you have this and you are looking for what to do with it, because it does blend so easily, you can use it as a crease shade. You can really blend it out. You can do a lot with it. And, you know, don't be bound by what you think an eyeliner should be. Like, an eyeliner should just be what you put along, you know, your lash line, and that's it. You can blend things and play with them. You know, you could add it maybe to do a little bit of definition on your lips, really blend it out. There's so much you can play around and do with products like this. Now, I will say that, you know, it's not waterproof, it's not super smudge proof. That's why it's so easy to smudge around. And it's probably not worth $27. But if you have it, it can be fun to play with, and I have enjoyed it, and I will continue to enjoy it. I would love to hear if you receive this in your subscription box. Have you liked it? What have you been doing with it? Have you found new ways to use it or ways that it works really well for you? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell button. And hey, maybe give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And thank you so much. I will see all of you in my next video. Bye.